Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to know about the picklist administration in the Salesforce. Basically, what is a picklist? Let us first know what is a picklist. Picklist, in the name itself, it is indicating that picking a value from a given list. So, as per Salesforce, we can define it like it is a document that contains a list of picking items which are compiled to fulfill the customer order. And when we use a pick list, so for example, easy example we can take like when we are at a bakery or at a restaurant, we'll be having a menu card. Menu card itself is a hard example of a pick list, where in which the user, instead of ordering what he want, or instead of guessing what he want, he can choose an item from the given list. So such kind of list is called a pick list. And here in the Salesforce term, this pick list have two parts. The first part here indicates the field, and the second one is a value set. This field defines the type of pick list. We have a different types of pick list that we will see, and this first field indicates the type of pick list. Here, user can select one value or more than one value depending upon the type of pick list we are using. And the second field defines the value set here, in which the user have a choices that he can choose an option from the given value set. So in a brief, these field set, these are two types basically, and they are restricted, dependent, or controlling. So, and coming to the value set, values can be defined in three different ways. One is like we can set an individual values while creating a pick list, and these values are specific to that particular list only. And the second one is a built-in, which are standard and which comes with our Salesforce arc. And the third one is global value set, which is customized as a global value set, and it can be used in more than one pick list. And coming to the types of pick list, we have three types of pick lists. They are standard, custom, and multi-select pick list. So one by one we'll see. Coming to the standard pick list, these are the pick lists which are all included in a Salesforce org. Without doing any customizations with the Salesforce org itself, we will get these pick lists. For example, we'll have the standard pick list for an object in Salesforce called lead, opportunity, account, and all. And these are included some common fields which are standard objects that come with our arg. So these standard picklist fields are also sometimes shared by a value set. So these standard picklets, I just that this is the Salesforce arc. Here in the Salesforce arc, in the object manager, these are all the objects which are type of standard object. Here account itself is a standard object. If you click on the label of this account object details page will be displayed. You can see the details of an account page is displayed, and let us navigate to these fields and relationships of this account object. So it displays what are all the fields this account object contains. You can see the field label, name, and data type. Here now as we are talking about the pick list, so let us see what are all the pick list data types are available here. You can see this account source is a pick list type of data which is used by the account object. So this account object contains this account source pick list, which is a standard pick list from the Salesforce org itself. So it defines a specific functionality and specific value set. So this is the field information of this, and this comes the value set of this standard pick list. As this source pick list is used by account or lead. So if we make any changes in this account or lead standard pick list, it affects and it applies for both account and lead objects. Coming to our next type, some of the advantages. As I said, if on the lead object, on the lead source pick list, if we make any changes, that changes will be reflected all over the standard pick list where this source pick list is used. Either it can be an account, opportunity, or a lead. So when you change a value from that set in the lead source pick list settings, the change also appears in the account source as we saw. So for this itself, we have one more flexibility, that custom pick list. Custom in the sense the user can create such kind of pick list. In order to overcome the disadvantages of this standard picklist, user can have an access of creating a custom picklist in the org. See, these custom picklists are the ones which user create. You can add our own values and we can configure the type of picklist. And to add this, we have to select a data type of picklist in the field type. In the Salesforce hub, let us see how to create a custom picklist. In order to create a picklist, first we should have an object in the Salesforce. So let's create an object first. Here, click on Create Custom Object. Give the name of the object. Something like we can give any name here, like example, and the plural form include just ns after the name. So the name and the plural form we have given, and it is a text data type. And we have to check this box allow search because it should be searchable by all the users, and click on save. This creates our custom object. So with this custom object, we can create any customized fields. So let us save this object first. Here, this object got saved. As an example, going to these fields and relationships of this object, we have just created an object. We have not created any fields for now, but these are all the fields which are created by the Salesforce itself. So if we want to create a pick list here in the fields and relationship, just click on new, and the list of data types will be displayed here. You can select the pick list type of data type here. Click on next. Give any name. So let me give fruits so that we can have many options here. Regarding this global gift list, I'll come back later. Here we will enter the values separated by a new line. Fruits, I can give you mango, apple, grapes. Sorry, it should be separated by a new line. Banana, orange. Any values we can give. And if we select this checkbox, display values alphabetically, not in the order entered, then the values will get displayed in an alphabetical order. And use first value as default value. If a user did not select any value from this list, the system automatically displays a default value which we select here while creating the pick list. If we check this box, the first value, that is mango, will be displayed as an answer for this field in the UI interface. This is the box which restrict picklist to the values defined in the value set. As we saw, the fields are of two types, restricted and dependent and controllable. If we check this box, restricted picklist, then this picklist will be restricted because no changes can be done to this picklist by anybody. So if we check this required field in the UI interface, when the user overcomes this field, if without filling this field, he could not able to save that particular record. If we make this required, if it is a not mandatory, we can make it unchecked. Click on next. Also select the security roles. Click on next. This is the new custom field details. Let's save our new pick list. Here you can see fruits is a data type of picklist. Fruits underscore C. This indicates that this is a customized field that has been added to our custom object. Okay, this is done, and let's go to next slide. Custom multi-select picklist. We have three types, right? Standard, custom, and custom multi-select. So in this custom multi-select, user can pick one or more options. When user wants to pick more than one value, that is not possible with the custom picklist. So for that purpose, custom multi-select picklists are used. Here you can see picklist means only one value at a time. That is good sometimes, but if we want more than one value at a particular time, we don't want only one value, right? We always choose to have two or three items at a time. So in that case, this custom multi-select picklist will be used. And as we discussed while creating the pick list, restricted pick list indicates restriction means we will make this pick list data safe, pick list data clean by putting a restriction on it so that others or users do not have an access to edit that particular pick list. So, but it has a pros and cons also because the users which are having an admin access can have a permission to edit the field and values of that particular pick list even though it is a restricted. So let us see these pros and cons. If we set a restricted pick list by selecting the checkbox of this restrict pick list to the values defined in the value set when you create a custom pick list, then user cannot change the value through user interface maybe, but they can add values via API or some other automation tools. So and this feature also can be changed by the persons who are having admin access. And the second type of fields are dependent pick list. Dependent pick list means this selection of the value of this pick list is depending upon the other pick list which is called a controlling value or a controllable pick list. That we will see now. First let us see what is multi-select pick list. Click on new button again and that displays the different data types. In this case, select pick list multi-select. Click on next. Give the name. Fruits we have given. Now let us give vegetables here. Let's enter the values. Tomato, tomato, onion. Yes. This is of user choice. He or she can check or uncheck these boxes of their choice. So let me check if there is a feature. Why can't we use it? Okay then. Let us make this as a required field also. So without a value, we cannot save the record. Click on next. After selecting these security rules, click on next and save. Here you can see vegetables underscore C. This is a customized field created by the user of data type multi-select. So coming to dependent and controllable picklets. So let us click on this field dependencies. Here in the field dependencies page, let's click on new. Here controlling field and dependent field, these are interrelated. Here you can see the controlling field having an option, dependent field is having an option. So let's select fruits here. Fruits will be the controlling field and this field will be depending upon this vegetables because these two are created by us now. So I'm using only these two. So let's click on continue. So after selecting this controlling and dependent fields, so let us select any one case from this list. See here you can see. Let's select apple here and let's include these values. And let us see the preview, how this controlling and dependency will work in the Salesforce. you can see these two fields are displayed. Fruits is a picklist we have selected, and we have included the case called apple here. So let us select apple. So if we select an apple, since the vegetables field is dependent on these fruits, so it displays the options. We can select a option here. If we select an excluded value, suppose like banana, we didn't include it. So the vegetables field does not show its value set because this controllable field option is not included in this. So hence this will not be shown. Only apple we have included. So that is why the available options are shown for dependent pick list. This is how this dependent and controlling feature works. So let us save this. Let's go back to our next topic. Change the field type to allow or prevent multi-selection. Same thing I can show you here. This is an example is our custom object. Let's click on this fields and relationships. Fruits and vegetables are our custom picklets. So let us click on edit. Now, yes, here we will have a provision of changing this field type. Click on this change field type. So it displays the list of data types which are available to change from one data type to other field. Here we are choosing the pick list, and if we want to change it to another one, the field controls the following fields. Changing type will remove the dependency information for all control fields. Since we made this as dependent field, so it is saying that it will be removed. Dependency will be removed if we change this type of field. So we will keep it like this. So this is how a field type can be changed. So let us go back. Okay. And coming to global value sets. Global, the term indicates that this pick list or the values in the pick list are searchable all over the globe. In the sense, they are searchable for all the users who all are using the Salesforce org. So we can assign the same set of values to more than one pick list since it is a globally available list. So if you pick a single ingredient in from one pick list field and several ingredients in a custom multi-select pick list field from the same value set, if it is a global value sets. Also, we have a features like how to manage the values for global value sets and how to promote existing field values to global value set also, that we will see in the arc. And also we can see manage pick list field values. We have a pick list containing a value set. Those values will have a manageable properties. Let us see what are all the manageable properties of the pick list. So let us click on the field label of our pick list. So it displays the field and value information of our pick list. You can see this is the field information, label and all. And these are our values which are defined by the user. So the values have managerial properties like new, reorder, replace, printable and chat colors. New, if we click on new, we can add a new value to the given pick list. So one more value will get added to these 5 values. Also, these values will have another properties like active, inactive, deactivate or delete options also will be there. This is from the fruits, right? I think what was the fruit we didn't use? So let me give watermelon. Okay. Here you can read that if this value matches any inactive value, then that value will get reactivated. If this value does not match any value, the new value will be created. So we didn't make any value inactive here. So now this watermelon named value will be added to our pick list. So let us save this and let's see this value is included in our pick list or not. Yes, you can see this is a watermelon. So as I said, one more new value is added here and the reorder map property of our values. Reordering in the sense we can shuffle our values in the given pick list by moving them top or bottom. By clicking this, we can move it down or we can move it up or we can place it one step up, one step down also. So as per the user's priority. We can also set a default value by choosing one from this pick list. If it is not chosen, it will be blank. So let us put a mango or orange or a default value, and we can also have a provision of arranging those values in an alphabetical order, not the value the user entered. So let's click on save and our values will get reordered now. Fine. Let us define the other functionality of replace. Replacing in the sense we are replacing the value of one with another. So our value in the value set will get replaced. So let's see mango. Mango will be changing to orange. So let's replace. It will be updated in the records also. Even though if any records are using it previously, after using it also if we are making any changes, all these changes will get applied to all the existing records. Let's go back and see whether these got replaced or not. Yes, both got shuffled. You can see. Orange we have made it as default value. So hence we are saying a tick mark. Printable view. In this view, you can see all the values at once. This is helpful when we are using it as a dependent. And colors. The appearance of values on the charts and reports indicates the colors. And also the other properties of these values are active, inactive, deleted and replaced. If the values are in the details page, we can edit, delete, deactivate the values. Active values appears in a pick list. Inactive values does not appear, but they are not entirely removed from the arc. But if you don't need that value, we have a provision of deleting that particular value also. So let us see by making the at inactive. See, you can see this apple is active now. So let's make it deactive. Are you sure? Yes. You can see this apple will be moved to the inactive state now. This will be there in the list of options, but that will not be displayed in our user interface when we are using it. See, this apple is moved to this one. We also have a provision of deleting. You can also reactivate it when we want to use it back and add it back to our list. Otherwise, we can also delete it. You can see, we can also delete it and this value will get disappear. Delete value. Replace value on records. So if there are any records having this value as an option selected, if you are deleting this, so the system is asking us like with which value you can replace it. So we can select another replaceable value from the list, or if not we can also select it, make it blank. So let us replace y to make our records blank and save it. Now active, inactive and delete options also we are done. Let us see. Some important things about inactive values are if existing records containing value, when they are set to inactive, uh, then they should contain a value. Same how we have saw no, we have to replace it by with the another available value or it will remain blank. We also can reactivate the inactive values instead of deleting it. and have some limitations on this number of values and all we will see. Deleting or replacing a value. So we want to replace a value. Firstly, we have to create a value first, then we have to replace. And coming to deleting a value, if we delete any value in the pick list and it does some background job, and this notification will be updated to the user via mail. And if we completely delete that value, this system will ask for the replacing option or replace it with a blank value. And coming to this controllable and dependent value list, if you are deleting a value which is a controlling value from the pick list, then we should again have to add a new dependency value using a new parent value. If the controlling field value is completely deleted, and that field will lost its dependency. And we can edit the pick list values. These pick list values, if once they are named, that's all. No, we can also rename this pick list values. We can change the label, we can change the API name. API name is as a background name, it is a unique name. And also we can make it as a default value. Not only once, any option from the value set we can make it as default value. Also we have a provision of changing the chart color. Let us see. This is our custom object and fields and relationships. Let us select our pick list. Okay, click on edit. Here we will have a editable properties of our pick list. In this we can change the field label also. We can change the field label. Instead of fruits, we can make it as healthy fruits. Okay, and let us save. This is a complete editable option of our pick list label, and every value in the label can also be edited. So these are the values. So let us click on edit just beside our value. Yes, now banana is the label name we have given. If we want to change this label name, just put double star. Yes, now banana will become a banana double star, and we can save it. Now you can find the edited value. Banana double star we can find here. This can also be done. And one more, global access. So let us look at that global access also. Let's go to fields and relationship. Let's go to our pick list fruits. Let's try to edit our pick list. You can see here, promote to global value set. This is a customized pick list added to the custom object by the user. So this we can make it as global value set. So let's click on this promote to global value set. Now our pick list will become global famous now, world famous. Like everybody using the Salesforce can have an access. Give a name called global fruits. This name will automatically come, and let's promote our fruits to global. promote to global value set. Now our pick list have become global value now. So it is searchable all over the Salesforce. Now let's see how to utilize this global set and how to retrieve the values from this global. So let us create a one more field to retrieve this global set values. Let's click on new again. Now list of data types appears and click on pick list. Click on select. Hope you remember we came across this option before. So let's give I have used many names so far, so let us use fruits 1, 2, 3. Okay, use global pick list. Let's check this one. And the available global pick list options will be appeared here. So let's see, our global fruits have become one of the options. So let's select our global fruits here and make it required and click on next. So our options, our fruit options have become, we have promoted it to global, right? And that global we are using in this fruits 1, 2, 3 custom pick list, and but we are not giving any values here. So it is retrieving the values from the global set. Now that is why we have learned that global set values can be used in more than one or more pick lists. You can see fruits 1, 2, 3 is a customized pick list type, and it is retrieving the value set options from a globally promoted fruits pick list. You can see the options are auto retrieved from global fruits value set. We can also view this global fruits value set here. This is the global value set. Yes, these options will also have all this manageable properties. So that's all for this sessions now. In the next session, we will see how these picklists are we will use in our interfaces. Thank you for listening to this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.